Welcome back. We're now going to talk to Sania Mirza about her success and her future. Steffi Graf has been your idol, right? Am I correct? So are you hoping that some Andre Agassi will also enter your life?
I don't think I'm gonna ever have a tennis player. No, I've just been around too many tennis players. I don't think it's happening.
You would want tennis to be your life, your world, your love, your part of your
I want
entire
it to be
life
my
forever?
life, my world, but I don't want it to be my love, no.
Tennis is your love, but you don't want your love to play tennis.
No.
You've also said that women get married early and then have to quit their game, which is why there aren't so many women in sport. When would you quit?
It really depends. I don't know what the future holds for you. I think no one knows what the future holds for you. I could quit next year because of my injuries. I could quit in 4 years. I could quit in 10 years. You really don't know what's going to happen. But I mean, if you're talking about quitting and getting married, then I don't think I'm going to marry before 24, 23, 24 at least.
So when you get married, you would quit?
Yeah, when I get married, I would like to not be a professional tennis player anymore, because the amount of commitment that goes into being a professional tennis player, I don't think you can handle 30 weeks of travel and a family together.
Are you serious?
I think it's very tough.
The sport that you love the most because you signed a piece of paper and want to live forever with a man that you love?
I think so, but I think I'm going to get married only after I give up the sport. I will not get married and then give up the sport. If I know that I'm getting injured, or I'm on a downfall, or I think I need to stop playing tennis, if I get tired of the game, anything could happen, you know. I'm going to stop playing tennis and then get married, that's for sure.
What would you do after you get married?
I don't know. In between, I want to do interior decoration. I think that's a very interesting field. Or I really don't know what I would do, but interior decoration looks like one of the brightest options right now.
My God, can you imagine? Sania Mirza off the courts and straight into your homes, decorating it that too. Amazing, Sania. That's a real change.
That's a real change, isn't it?
Well, Sania Mirza has answered our volley of questions with great aplomb. अब मिलते हैं एक बहुत ही सीनियर और पॉपुलर स्पोर्ट्स कॉलमनिस्ट से जो हमें बताएंगे where the media is currently playing the role of spoiled sports where sportsmen and women are concerned. Please join me in welcoming Ayaz Memon. Hello Ayaz.
Thank you, Pooja.
Such a pleasure to have you on the show. Sania needs no introduction.
Hi.
Please. Welcome to the show, Ayaz.
Thank you.
सानिया को जितना अटेंशन दिया जा रहा है उसके बारे में आपकी क्या राय है?
मेरे ख्याल से अब ये मीडिया में इतना इम्प्लोजन हो गया है, एक्सप्लोजन भी नहीं, सिर्फ इम्प्लोजन हो गया है. देयर आर मोर देन 100 चैनल्स, न्यूज़पेपर्स आर कंपीटिंग अगेंस्ट ईच अदर, तो ये तो इनएविटेबल था. और उसके अलावा ये देखना चाहिए कि इंडिया हैज बीन स्टार्व्ड ऑफ स्पोर्टिंग हीरोज एंड रोल मॉडल्स.
But don't you think, Ayaz, we're too hungry for sporting heroes? A lot of people feel, yes, Sania Mirza is wonderful, she's a great tennis player, but maybe we're making too much out of it. That, yes, she has been seeded 77, wonderful. But why are we as a country making such a hue and cry about number 77 when actually it's 1 to 20 that really matter in the world of tennis?
Well, I think, as I said, we've been starved of sporting icons, and especially in the case of a young girl from India making a mark international tennis में. आप देखें कि after 20 मेरे ख्याल से जो एक glass ceiling जो पहले किसी ने break किया था वो थी PT Usha, and that was a long time back. We are living in a different age now. It's Sania Mirza, and I think that's really shaken this country. 2005 is defining the way sports is going to be seen and perceived in India. It's not just Sania, it's Narayan Karthikeyan and Arjun Atwal and Jyoti Randhawa, apart from the cricketers. So I think finally sporting nation बनने का एक कदम आगे ले रहे हैं हम.
Well, one of the things that make it this great sporting nation is media attention, media hype that goes into it. Do you think that kind of hype would turn the head of somebody as young, as impressionable as Sania?
Well, that danger is always there. I mean, it's हो सकता है. लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से, from whatever little I've seen of her and I know of her, there is a rootedness. I mean, that's been the hallmark of all great Indian champions. आप रामनाथन कृष्णन से देख लें, या प्रकाश पादुकोण, गीत सेठी, Sunil Gavaskar, Sachin Tendulkar, Anil Kumble, Rahul Dravid. There is a certain rootedness to family, to values. और सानिया में भी वो है. अब आगे जाके सिर फिर जाए पता नहीं.
Well, we have some opinions on this. Let's take a look.
The media always builds up hype because they want to, I mean, they always overdo things. They don't realize that most of the time they kill most of the golden geese who are about to lay an egg. Sania she's showing the glimmers of stardom. She hasn't got there yet. But we're already preempting that, and that's unnecessary pressure, I think.
Dealing with the media is now you know, it comes with the package. It's part of the job now. Maybe she needs to get a media manager or something, just to sort of you know, get the whole media thing a little more organized. But I think she'll deal with it well.
I don't like the way people are actually putting all the pressure on her, but she seems to be handling it very, very well. She's performing beautifully after all the hype and everything.
Goose that lays the golden egg, media manager. What do you have to say about that?
You know, I do know where to draw the line, and I did that yesterday too.
As in what?
No, actually, there were a lot of people just on me, and you know, people just kept saying, "Oh, one-on-one. Everyone wants their one-on-ones," and then I was like, "No," and I just walked off. I'm sure, you know, when I do stuff
Now
like that.
you're going to face a criticism for that. They're going to say, "See, now she's become arrogant."
No, but people have already started saying that, but it really doesn't matter because you know, people like him know that I'm not going to become arrogant. I talk to people who I think is right to talk to, you know. If they're just in my face, shoving mics in my face and in my mouth and saying, "Speak now, I want the interview now," I don't think I'm going to do that.
Well, like one of them suggested media manager. What about that idea?
Well, that's not a bad idea, but you know, I'm not thinking of that. This has suddenly just happens also suddenly, so it's gonna take some time for things to settle down. I really don't think this is gonna go on for a very long time. You know, I mean, just because I'm performing now, the Australia happened, immediately Hyderabad happened, and now immediately Dubai happened. It's just because of that there's so many people just asking for interviews, so many people in my house. I think it's gonna die down like it did after Wimbledon. I mean, it was like this for a month and then it just died down, but hopefully it'll die down.
Media frenzy बहुत है, वो आप भी जानते हैं. You've been sort of covering sports since before live telecast came
Before
about.
she was born.
Before she was born, before live telecast ever came about. What do you think, Ayaz, about this kind of pressure on her, not just professionally, but the fact that her personal life will be explored? As she's saying, people are already calling her arrogant. What do you think of that kind of intrusion into your life?
Yeah, I mean, intrusion is inevitable. अगर आप intrusion उसे कहेंगे तो, because it comes with the turf, the media attention. Especially in this age of the electronic medium becoming so strong and powerful, internet है, press reporters है, तो आप कहाँ तक बच के रहेंगे? और it comes with stardom. And Sania is, you know, I mean, maybe she's number 77 in the world, but for India she's a star. And you know, it's a jungle out there. The media people are competing with each other for a story. They're trying to do their job. The pressure comes on the performer.
Well, initially, the focus when it came to sporting people was purely professional. It was the film stars whose lives were always intruded and looked into. Now it seems it's going to be happening in the lives of our sporting stars too.
Well, I'll tell you, there are two things that are driving the media today. One is entertainment, the other is sports. And sports has really become part of the entertainment industry. So it's a blur. I don't think there is a differentiation there.
Well, don't you think that, especially when it comes to women's sports, there's an element of sexism and triviality in it?
Well, yes, to an extent there is.
I mean, like, for example, I'm commenting, you know, a lot of people are commenting, short skirts pehen rahi hai, Islam ka kya hoga?
One thing is because it's unusual. In Sania's case, first, there's a woman player who's making her mark in international tennis. The other is that she's a Muslim, and that in itself is a rarity. There are not too many of them.
और बहुत सारे सवाल करने हैं अयाज से. कहीं जाएगा मत. We will be back after a short break.